In this presentation, we'll take a look at a bank reconciliation for the second month of operations. In other words, we've entered the bank feeds for the second month. We've applied those to our financial statements, and now we'll take a look at the bank statement for the reconciliation process of the bank statement and our books. Time to rage against paper spreadsheets with Sage Business Cloud Accounting. Here we are in our Get Great Guitars Company summary page within Sage. We're now going to go to the bank reconciliation process. So let's go on over to the banking tab up in the ribbon, the banking tab in the ribbon. We've entered the information into our system with the use of the bank feed. So here's what's in the checking account currently. We want to match this out periodically to the bank statement. So this is the second month of operations. We're completely dependent on the bank for the most part for the transactions into the system, and therefore we shouldn't have any reconciling items, so we can kind of reconcile as we go. So we have the 186 623.08. If I go to my bank statement, you'll recall last time the ending number was this at the end of March and now beginning of April in our last statement. Then we have the additions, subtractions. We're now at the 186 623.08, which matches this number here. Now, note again, that doesn't always happen if you're on a full service accrual, because there will be outstanding items, including the outstanding deposits and checks, things that we wrote that haven't cleared the bank yet. We don't have any here because we basically made our financial statements from the bank statement. This is a common misconception, so I just kind of want to, point that out. When we reconcile as we go, basically when we enter things from the bank feeds and put them into our system, we kind of are doing the process of reconciling, because the process of reconciling is checking off our books compared to the bank's books. But we haven't really done a bank reconciliation, because the bank reconciliation report is the action of us saying, hey, this is what's on our books as of this date. This is what's on the bank's books as of this date. And the difference are going to be the outstanding items. So in the case, if we're completely dependent on the bank, they'll be the same because there's no outstanding items. But if you're doing a full service accrual, just because you have bank feeds doesn't mean there won't be outstanding. There will always be, there will typically be outstanding items, and you'll have to do the reconciliation to do so. So if you had reconciling items, you would still have to do the bank statement, usually at the end of the month, to record to make that reconciliation statement. And the reconciliation statement isn't us saying what has cleared. The reconciliation statement is us saying what has not cleared as of a specific point in time. I think that people get that kind of confused with us doing the bank feeds as we go. So in our case, we don't have any reconciling items because we're dependent on the books, but we still want to match it out and make sure that we're checking off as we go. So the basic process of the bank statement would be the same kind of thing. Here we would check from our bank account to the books. What we're checking here is really just to check off that we haven't double input anything or removed anything. We also don't have to deal with that beginning balance the way we did with the first bank reconciliation, because it's already in there at this point. So all we have to do all we have to deal with are the items that we have input down here, the activity, and those have already basically cleared. So if you're completely dependent on the bank reconciliation for the second month should be very easy as we go through it. So I'm going to go to the checking account, and we're going to go to the bank reconciliation. So I'm going to go to the drop down up top, and I want to go to reconcile. So we're going to go ahead and reconcile, and we're looking for April 30th, and the ending balance is going to be for us the 186 623.08. So 186 623.08. Let me check that one more time. 186 623.08. 186 623.08. All right. And then we're going to say that this is going to be for the checking account. So let's go ahead and apply this. And then we'll see our transactions down below. And so these are all the transactions. If I go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see the beginning balance is the 197.28. And that should tie out to our beginning balance. So we kind of like check that off. That's done, right? And then we're going to then go back over here and check off all the other items, which are going to be the deposits and the checks. Now, we should be able to basically check them all off, and they should be good to go, because we pulled these basically from, the bank statement. So you would think we could just check them all off, but and there shouldn't be any things that aren't checked off, because there wouldn't be any outstanding items if we were getting this information from the bank. But let's do it one by one. You always want to go from the bank statement over to your books, because if it's on the bank statement, it needs to be on the books. If it's on the books, it may not be in the bank statements if there were outstanding items. So we have the 996.40.45 deposit. Let's see, there's that 996.45. Let's come back over here. I'm going to make that green. I like to make it green instead of yellow when I mark them off. So there's the 17,000, the 2047. Let's do those at the same time. 17,000, the 2047. Check, 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 check. And so then we're going to go back over here, make those green because we totally found those. And then we have on the outgoing side of things, we have the 11,000 and the 500. So let's see if we can pick those. There's the 11. 11. It's being stubborn to check it off. And then we had a 500. Let's pick that one up. Going back over here and say, all right, we found those. So let's go ahead and make that green. We got the 360 and the 3539. So we've got the 360 and the 3539. Let's pick those up. And then I'm going to go back over and say we got those. And then we've got a 630 and the 3539. So then we're going to say here's the 630. I said 360 and the 630. I got mixed up, but they're both there. So I'll check the other one off there. And then we've got the 1359. So the 1359 is here. There's two of them, but I think we'll pick them both up here. So we'll get those two. And then we've got the 168 and another 1359. So we got the 168 and another 1359. So let's check those off. And then we have the 123 and 830. So we've got the 123 and the 830. All right. So we'll check those off. And then we got the 648 and the 3512. So we've got the 648. So let's see. There it is. It's 648. And let's check that one off. I forgot the other. And the 3512. So we're going to go back over the 3512, which I think oh, here it is. All right, and then we're left with the 100 and the 20. So 100 and the 20. So there's the 100 and the 20. So there we have it. And then if there was anything unchecked, those would be outstanding at this point. There's nothing unchecked, and it has to work, right? It has to tie out because the beginning balance was the same. We just checked off all the detail. Therefore, the ending balance must match this number here, and that's the reconciliation process. So then if I go back down, we should be at 0 for the difference, and this is basically our reconciliation process. Now again, note the reconciliation you will normally have a difference, and the difference will be those items that we didn't check off. So I think there's just some confusion when you hear people talk about the bank reconciliation. This isn't the bank reconciliation. The bank reconciliation is the report of us saying, hey, this is what's on the banks. It's different usually than what's on the books. The difference is the ones that we didn't check off. The ones we didn't check off are going to be that reconciling item. And if we know what those are exactly, we can have more assurance about all the items that are checked off, and we can verify the ones that are not by just checking to see if they cleared in the following month. So that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and then we could print it out if we so choose. So that's going to be it for now. Let's get out of here.